Hello everyone! It's been a really eventful year here for Boston by Rails. The trains all around Boston have seen a lot of change, and so will this channel soon. I am in my senior year of high school now, and am currently in the heat of the college application process. I'm hoping to major in urban planning or something to do with the way cities are designed and planned. So that may raise a question. What have the cities that I visited recently on my college tours had to offer when it comes to rail? Let's go one by one and see what each brings to the table. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania is only a 5-hour train ride from home, with a relatively similar transportation system to Boston. SEPTA, Philly's regional transit authority, operates regional rail, trolley, bus, and subway systems. I spent a lot of time riding their regional rail, which was quite different than the MBTA, to be honest. SEPTA uses electric multiple units, which operate more like a subway, except with higher speeds. These things are awesome, and I sure wish the MBTA could get them. Though they can be less exciting to watch than diesel trains, the time it takes for them to speed up is still truly breathtaking. Another perk is that the Silverliner 5 models have their very own railfan windows at the front. That makes the riding experience even more enjoyable. And if you're all about push-pull trains, then don't worry, SEPTA has those too. During rush hour, a handful of sets are operated with equipment very similar to the MBTA, the one major difference being the locomotive, an ACS-64. ACS-64s are also the primary locomotive on Amtrak's Northeast Regional Service, and SEPTA is the only commuter rail to operate them in the United States. Philly also does its subways and light rail very well. Their trolleys remind me of the Green Line Type 8s in their design, and the Mattapan High-Speed Line in their operation style. I'd say, of all the cities I have visited, Philly is the most similar to Boston transportation-wise. Now, let's move up north to the great Canadian city of Montreal. Montreal is what I would consider North America's most promising transportation city. From a rider's perspective, the subway is perfect, especially with the addition of the new REM.
Prochaine station, du Quartier.
From a railfan's perspective, I mean, oh my goodness! The AMT commuter rail lines in Via Rail have so much authentic EMD power, and don't even get me started on freight trains. At the legendary station known as Dorval, you get the best of everything. One platform provides you with consistent commuter rail and Canadian Pacific traffic, while the other gives you Via Rail and Canadian National. If there is any city I would move to where being a railfan would be the most giving, it would be Montreal. But wait, what about the prospect of staying in Boston? Well, here's the deal with Boston. I have lived in this city my entire life, and it has truly been a blessing. When it comes to transportation, I would consider myself to be a so-called master of the MBTA, and Boston does have plentiful amounts of fascinating railfanning. However, recently I've found myself wanting to go out and watch trains and not knowing where to go, because I have covered basically every location in the city. Now, that doesn't mean I won't stay here, but finding another city to master would certainly be fun too. I have also made my way out west to the city of St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis isn't the nicest city for riding transportation. However, Rail fanning is top notch. Union Pacific and BNSF both run busy lines to the city that parallel each other much of the way. Also, Amtrak has multiple services that serve St. Louis downtown and proper. Possibly the biggest bonus is that St. Louis is the location of the headquarters of Whittle Shortline Railroad, the makers of my favorite childhood toys. Come on, you gotta agree with me that these trains are insanely realistic. Anyways, St. Louis may be a little too unfamiliar for me, but somewhere that certainly isn't is my final location, Greenville, South Carolina. I've partaken on many rail fanning adventures in Greenville, and as you all may know, the train action there certainly does not lack. Norfolk Southern's Greenville district cuts right through the city, making it a prime rail fanning location. But at the end of the day, I don't quite know where I'll end up. But I do know, whether it's in Montreal or St. Louis or anywhere in between, Boston by Rails will remain strong throughout. This channel is a real passion of mine, and I try my best to put my heart and soul into each and every video. So even if the adventures take us beyond Boston for a few years, I hope you all still tune in to see what adventures I find myself on. So until next time, I will see you all again soon, out there on the rails.